Hello everyone and welcome back here to Gatekeeper Media as we continue to bring you coverage of the 2022 Preserve Championship. It's moving day out here at Clearwater, Minnesota, and we've got our chase car getting things underway here at the Airborne Disc Golf Preserve course. Special shout out to all of our Patreon supporters, of course, for help make this coverage all possible. And I'm your commentator, Dustin Mouret, and once again I'm joined by Nathan Queen here. How's it going, sir?
Doing good. We got to watch some exciting stuff on this front nine. Almost got to see an ace. We did get to see an incredible eagle out of Ezra Aderhold after having some struggles early on. And some birdie streaks to finish. 3 star frames in a row from our card. Excited to see what they do for this back nine.
As you can take a look at the leaderboard here, Garrett Gerthy topping the charts at the moment with Isaac Robinson and Bradley Williams not too far behind. Same for Kyle Klein. And the rest of our players here on the chase card are certainly in the mix as we head to a very daunting start to the back nine.
Yeah, 333 feet or so, par 3 here. Not an island hole. You can lay up if you feel like it, but everybody going to be attacking, trying to get on this tiered green that you see here. They moved the basket closer to the front of this island area this year, making it a little more difficult to park and really brings that distance control into play.
That's really pick your poison on how much distance you want to push to get safe on the green, but then give yourself a very scary death putt as Ezra Aderhold is on one here lately. Almost scares the basket.
These guys want an ace today. Hopefully we're going to see one. It seems like they are doing everything they can. If this comes back out, he's trying again.
Oof. Yeah, that'll get right there on the edge of the circle. So again, a little bit of a tester putt with it being the OB on the backside of the green from there, but at least gets on up there.
He's landed in about the scariest spot you can get. He's got the OB the closest directly behind the basket the way that he's looking at it.
And Paul Oman just a little deep, but will stay on the circle's edge on the backside. Looks like a little bit of a headwind putt to be faced over on that side of the green.
Yeah, a little bit more room for him, but still a pretty scary putt.
Casey White playing over to this wide right-hand side, which seems to be a pretty popular option. Just trying to swing it in, but looks deep.
Yeah, distance control. These players are scared of leaving it short, and rightfully so. Leaving it short kind of guarantees that bogey for yourself. And trying to play the wind there, let it get a lift up to the basket, but pretty scary to do. We'll see if Paul's able to make a correction.
Leaves that one low as well, like you said, hoping the headwind might give it a little bit of a raise and not wanting to risk giving too much power and raising it too high and finding the OB.
Yeah, you see him kind of smirking, walking off, knowing he'd be getting away with one. James going to go ahead and follow suit. He liked what he saw. Ezra did not, though. He's still on that comeback tear after a couple double bogeys and a bogey. Now has 5 understrokes in the last 4 holes, getting him under par for the round. Way to bounce back.
Yeah, certainly a good bounce back from Ezra Aderhold after the cold start. Keep himself near the top 10. To see the rest of our card tapping out their pars as they kick off their back nine as we head into another par 4 here on hole 11 and brand new hole for the course, really.
Yeah, brand new hole. Really fun. This second shot, once you get to a good landing zone, just a very cool visual to go down this tunnel. You've got this mound to get over right at the end just to add a little bit more difficulty to that low ceiling shot that you have to hit. But you really want to get at least 380, 400 feet off of this tee shot to be in an ideal position to throw down that second hallway. Yeah. A little bit of a funny angle off of the tee is you need a hyzer stand-up that Ezra has executed very well right here.
Oh, yeah. Way on up there.
Let's take a look at that form. He keeps his very nice and compact and then just has a very quick pull-through and snap right at the end.
Absolutely. Definitely
very
a guy.
Clean.
Lots of power on that guy. No doubt about it. As also, you might notice there is a bunker here kind of in the middle of the fairway that these players are trying to actually get over the top of. But if they do wind up in it, it's not, a hazard or anything like that. It's just, kind of an old abandoned golf course property that Caleb Isk has done a great job turning into a, elite disc golf course. That's a great shot from James.
Yeah, he gets just past that bunker you're talking about. He's going to have that straight look. There's a tree right in the middle. He'll have to decide whether he wants to throw a hyzer to the right of or more of a flex shot to the left of.
Ballman also playing that hyzer out to the right-hand side. Gets through nicely. Skips
Just gets
into the
past
bunker.
that last tree. But yeah, he'll be in the bunker. No extra strokes there, just a little bit of funky footing.
Good looking rip here from Casey White as long as it gets some good finish.
And pushed just a little bit too straight. He's now going to have to put most likely a little bit of anhyzer on that release. There might be a forehand angle, but kind of pinched off, I think, for that.
Yeah. As Paul Oman unfortunately catches the tree right in the center there, so that's going to knock him down and just force him to get up and down for par.
Okay, so over on the right side, farther right, there's a little more open. Is going for that forehand flex shot. Catches that mound. That'll leave him edge of circle 2 there.
Yeah. Now that's actually kind of one of his most comfortable shots is kind of the Anheuser forehand. But, yeah, like you said, a little short with that mound. Who's not going to be short, though, is James Conrad with this shot. Oh, almost hits the bush.
Yeah, very nice shot. Able to take that hyzer line over on the right side. Gives it good height. Gets over the mound. He's going to have a pretty clean birdie look.
Finally up to Ezra. Yeah, he gets up to the circle.
Got way up the fairway going with the forehand also.
So here's Paul Oman trying to get up and down for par. That'll do.
I think these players are all still trying to throw it in from about everywhere.
I guess so, man. Again, if you haven't seen some of the highlights from the live coverage, there were certainly some big moments from distance across the course. A little short on the putt, though, from Ezra.
Yeah, coming up just a bit low. Gonna end his birdie streak. All in for the par, though. Way to clutch up on the elevated basket and get his par in there.
That's the one thing that has stayed the same for the hole is this kind of elevated pin on the tree stump. Kind of a nice touch to keep that in there as James Conrad knocks in another birdie. 7 under on the day, keeping him near the podium.
Ezra, a bit of a disappointing par after being in position after both shots. 21% of the field, though, able to get the birdie. This one averaging right at par, bringing us to hole 12. 348-foot par 3, a little bit longer than last year. Basket's moved up onto this hillside, drops off directly behind it towards the Mississippi. Nice little hyzer stand-up shot here. Could maybe get a flat shot with a little bit of fade at the end if you don't want to throw that hyzer flip.
James kind of playing towards the left-hand side of the fairway, but able to skate on up there. Gets inside the circle, I think, right at the end of the slide.
Ezra going with that hyzer stand-up as well, just a little bit lower. Ends up just outside the circle, also going to have a birdie look.
Everyone so far doing what they need to do to get the birdie on this hole. See if Paulman can do the same, playing a similar line. Be a little bit more fade, though. Gets off to that left-hand side, but still good.
Yeah, it looks like he had a little bit of a faster disc there and slid up past the others. He's inside the circle.
As there is some space behind the pin, but it gives you a tough uphill putt, so coming up a bit short was probably the better miss. As you can see here, Casey White finds that space back there.
Yeah, looks like he might have stayed clean. He'll have a little bit of an uphill putt. There's some trees that could be in the way. Ezra, scary here. Let's go.
Yeah, loves that little step putt. Comes up with it this time. Good little bounce back after the par on hole 11. And again, still, piecing together a pretty solid back nine here. And look at Casey White floating it in.
Right, no big putt for you, Ezra. Casey gonna go ahead and make his circle 2 putt also. Putting some pressure on James here. Gonna try to move to 8 down for the round.
And he's gonna come up with it. Nice birdie there for James Conrad. Might have ourselves another all birdie affair here.
We just might. This would be a good hole to do it on. Yes, we do. Paul Oman able to connect. Way to get it started, Ezra. 29% of the field able to get the birdie, but 61% taking par.
As we get into hole number 13, same as last year.
Yeah, 330-foot low ceiling. Probably plays more like 350 with the wind and that low ceiling that you have to deal with. Get it out to the left and you'll get a soft skip off to the right. Forehand is the ideal play. There is room for this backhand shot that James is throwing, but the difficulty is much higher.
Yeah, Paul Oman will probably throw the turnover as well from what we saw yesterday, but I expect Ezra and Casey will go for the forehand play, as that's definitely the more common way this hole's approached. But when you got a backhand turnover like that, it's all fine.
Yeah, great control from James there. Make it look like there wasn't even any wind out here. Disc just flew straight.
And here is Ezra lining up that forehand again, something he really worked on during the offseason. Has been slinging them pretty hard, man. He's had some big distance forehands this year, and that's a great shot.
It didn't even look like he really swung his arm on that one. Just kind of flicked his wrist right at the end, and he is pretty much inside the bullseye.
A little low and early.
Easy mistake to make. See if Casey's got that nice smooth forehand. Gets it up a bit high, but does sneak past those branches.
Man, really tested that ceiling, but gets over on that wood line.
Yeah, he may have a putt. Some of those branches hang down low, but there could be some holes also. Paul kind of, maybe if that disc lifts in the headwind, gives it a chance, but more of a pitch-up shot there.
Conrad trying to fight the headwind there into the basket, but will hit the top band, have to settle for par. And yeah, Casey White certainly has a look at this one.
Nice little stab at it there. Stretching out, getting the birdie. Gonna put him to 6 down on the round now, quietly kind of sneaking up there.
Absolutely, keeping himself in the tie for 5th place. Ezra keep himself in the top 10 with that one, as he's again starting to turn this round in the right direction. Conrad right now tied for 1st. He'll fall to 2nd, but still on the podium. Just some few holes left here to play on the back nine.
After a couple par 3s, we get to hole 14, one of the iconic holes out here at the preserve, and the wind is going to come into play today. It's what really gives the teeth on this hole. If it's calm, you should be able to land in that landing zone, but once this wind picks up, it's most likely a headwind. So you've got to fight the turnover into the woods, but make sure you don't fade into this path on the left also.
And look at this gallery that we have out here. Again, we kind of talked about this on the front nine. Lots of people came to show out and support this event, and really awesome to see that.
Fantastic shot from Ezra. Also, he gets way up into the middle of the fairway.
Great looking shot from Casey here as well.
Needs a small skip. Oh, yeah. Gets that small skip, he'll probably be just inside 300 feet to the pin from there.
So far, so good here for our chase card on hole 14 off the tee. See if Conrad can keep up with him. Oh, wind's taking that one.
He's got this a bit turned over. That's a better mistake to make. Most likely those trees will stop that from drifting into the Mississippi and will keep him inbounds. He'll be able to pitch out, possibly have a chance to move forward.
Hold on.
But better mistake to make than fading out left. Paul going to go and put his in the middle as well. Going to be just over 300 feet from here.
Yeah, and just has to contend now with kind of that back slope on the backside of the green on this approach. Puts a good move on this thing, though, and yeah, that's a great shot. Comes up short of that back slope. Oh, boy, this looks tough.
Yeah, looks like he may be getting somewhat aggressive here, but not too much, just taking what he can, kind of pitching that little thumber out of there.
Who had James' overhand throw on the bingo card? Because that's not one you're going to see very often.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was aggressive, I guess. You don't see it too often.
I don't know the last time I've ever seen it. I mean, a forehand's even rare. An overhand, man, that's a unicorn out there.
Yeah. Fact checkers out there, go let us know the last time you saw that James Conrad overhand. Got a couple birdie looks now from Ezra and Casey after some good drives.
James is going to slide down that backside, so a tough uphill putt to try to save par here.
Yeah, in jeopardy of losing that clean round. Uphill 40 foot. Has a tailwind, though.
Just pushes it right.
Also looked to be just a bit right, but still in good position after the start that Ezra had.
Certainly. Lengthy putt here for James. Tailwind.
Yeah, needs this one.
Oh, and sails it high.
Calm down, James.
I know. Something needs to be done about that. It really does. Courtesy violation or something. This guy's out of control. That's probably one of my favorite disc golf Reddit memes.
And way to go, Paul, though. Doesn't want any part of the rage. He's going to go ahead and get his birdie.
He's gonna moonwalk his way out of here and everyone else take care of business. Casey White will take the birdie as well himself.
Yeah, getting a turkey of his own, moving to 7 down. Now actually going to have the lead on the card for the round and for the event.
Indeed. That will be the case here. Is a nasty little double for James Conrad moving into hole number 15.
Those doubles are popping up quick out here. We've got a few on the card now. But 15, 738 foot par 4. Get you a good drive off. If you can bite off 380 to 400 through this low ceiling, high floor gap, then you're going to have a good opportunity to approach this green. Most likely backhand hyzer, righty backhand hyzer. Going to be the best play to get around that last tree you see on the left side.
I saw a little bit of a force over here on something overstable from Casey White. Gets way on down there near the catch cam. Really well done. See if Paul Oman can kind of follow that vapor trail, as Philo would say.
A little bit short left. Still have an opportunity to reach the pin, though. As long as you get through this gap and push forward some, these big arms always still have a chance.
That one looks like it's turned over a little too much there from Ezra. Going to be on that right-hand side of the fairway. Give him a little bit more work to do on the approach. Oh.
James just a little bit too high. That will be out of position. He's going to be trying to get a lot of distance on this one just to save his par.
He did fully commit to that one, no doubt about it. But that was such tricky footing on the slope. Really not a whole lot he could do from there.
Paul getting a good move on his second shot, but catches that tree. Luckily punches through, though. He's going to be inside circle 2, looking uphill at a very runnable putt for birdie.
Yeah, and here's Ezra off on that right-hand side, looking to still see if he can make a birdie out of this. Playing something overstable on the right-hand side, but just never really fades back.
Yeah, a little bit too much power or not enough height to let that one fade back. So Casey actually pushing far enough left. He's going to go forehand left of this tree, but doesn't quite get the angle right on that one. Going to be deep circle 2.
Yeah, that tree's been packing down some shots from this card. Yeah, Branch not doing any real damage to James still. He's in a good spot.
Yeah, shouldn't have too much trouble getting his par from there. Ezra just going to pitch up and do the same thing, grab a par.
Might see a little bit of a run here from Casey White, though. Just near the edge of circle 2, but just kind of pitches it up there.
And now Paul Oman with the lone birdie chance. Not what you really expect on this hole. 738, very reachable par 4, 41% of the field grabbing the birdie. And Paul is one of those 41%. Let's rewind that. Dead center on it. 40 feet.
Gives it the fist bump.
You guys may have heard some more rumors out there around this hole. Simon Lizotte able to get the birdie throw, or the eagle throw in on this one for the 2.
Yeah, I believe it was 310 feet that was measured at. So, pretty crazy stuff there from Simon. I believe he was just outside the chase car, but you would have seen it maybe on live coverage as we see the rest of the car clean up, and now we'll take a short break.
Great Lakes Disc, located in Grand Rapids, Michigan, is a fully stocked retail disc golf store that fulfills all of your disc golf needs. We carry all of the major manufacturers, accessories, and offer player and event sponsorship, along with tournament payout assistance. To learn more about Great Lakes Disc, visit greatlakesdisc.com.
Here we are, hole 16, 402-foot par 3. Again, about the distance control and just a little bit of trickiness on the green. Got this mound right here. You really want to land just to the right of it with a flat shot and skip up on top, or land on that side slope with a bit of hyzer to keep it from moving too much.
Yeah, and this wider hyzer play is usually the popular option to try to achieve that goal you mentioned.
I believe that was it. He hit right around that tree. Should have stuck right there inside the circle for a good birdie look.
Man, everyone else just looking to do something similar here. Casey White takes the tee.
You've got a pretty strong headwind here.
Oh, man, that's eating that disc up as well.
Yeah, and you could see that stood up right immediately out of his hand. Just stayed that way. He'll be in the tall grass right around circle 2.
Ezra makes a correction, putting this thing in a lot more hyzer, and it's certainly swinging in. He's hit the brakes, though. Bounces outside the circle.
Yeah, gets a nice little wind drop right at the end. It looked like that was going to carry a lot farther past.
Oh, yeah, for sure. James right at it.
Yeah, going more with the straight look. And comes up a little bit short, I think. May have skipped off to the left.
In case he doesn't want anything to do with that one, just pitches up. We'll take his par. Here's Ezra just outside the circle. A little bit of an uphill putt at the tail end. Oh, and just a little high.
Why? That lifted.
I
It
know.
lifted, but more than halfway there. That's you see him throw his hands up. I'm right there with you, man. I don't understand.
Yeah, that was wild.
So James did skip off to the left, but was not short. Gonna get himself a birdie, get back to 7 down for the round, tie himself with Casey White, who's already pitched up for his par.
Almost. Just a little high there from Paul Oman. About to settle for par as well, so looks like everyone's to be carding that other than James Conrad, who's able to get the birdie. Just a couple of holes left to play here. Just a couple of more chances to make a move. Try to make that final lead card. Conrad certainly put himself a good resume together this round to do perhaps that very thing.
Yeah, minus that double bogey on the 14th, he's had a very nice round. Still up there in that top 5 like you mentioned, but could have the lead. Brings us into hole 17. Bit of a change of pace, still a par 3, but a 243 feet. I believe it is the shortest hole on the course. Have this kind of a tunnel shot to hit and a very strong right to left or headwind, just kind of depending on which seconds you throw, but makes this gap a lot more difficult than it really looks like.
There definitely could be some mind games on this one, comparing it to the rest of the holes you've been playing here lately, but Conrad, no problem getting it through the tunnel. Maybe a little short, just outside the circle, but still a good shot.
There's that. Look at the grass back there, just bouncing around everywhere.
Yeah,
It makes it very difficult to commit to your putter shot on this hole, but as soon as you disc up and throw that mid-range, very easy to float long water.
Can't tell if that one's fought through for Paul or not. It's kind of on that right-hand side of the fairway. We'll have to see where he's wound up at as we get the Casey White looking for the standstill forehand here. Again, kind of his preferred shot. That wind just did not let that come back.
Yeah, definitely wreaking havoc here. Kind of strange to see after seeing all these pinpoint shots on these longer holes, but just the way the wind plays on this hole makes this shot way more difficult than you would expect. Ezra getting up there pretty nicely, though. He should have himself a birdie look.
Yeah, and Paul was caught up pretty well there. Just has to kind of pitch one up there underneath the elevated pin and just walk away with the par. This is a scary putt to try to go for if you're Casey. Just a soft bid.
I don't think he is. It's more that was one of those half bids. If it lifts up, then maybe it'll go in. But
yeah,
I'm laying up.
Definitely didn't really put too many chips on that one. Conrad probably fancies this one though, right here on the circle's edge.
Yeah, he's gonna want this one.
He'll find it.
And way to jam it. He's now got a couple birdies to counteract that double he took. Back on track and has a fairly easy birdie to go for if he doesn't get too aggressive going for the eagle and get into some trouble.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
No.
And you can see the frustration on Ezra's face.
No one likes to see that. We've all been there, I feel like, at some point, but it hurts to have it happen here. He was just starting to recover his round, too.
Yeah, different opinions on that one. I'm in the... He was inside 25 feet. He should have a clean swing. I'm in that opinion on that. But
yeah, I think that's a fair one. I'll join you on that one.
Well, James with the lone birdie on the 243-foot hole on our chase card brings us, giving him the box on hole 18, 942-foot par 5. Did play as the easiest hole on the course yesterday. Today, however, the wind has picked up and it is not playing as easy. Got to get a drive out over this water. It's kind of a headwind left to right, so don't get too much turnover or that wind will just grab the bottom of your disc and push it right into the lake. This is not going into it. This is a fantastic shot, and let's go ahead and take a look at that form check, see how you can throw 540 feet.
Well, first it starts with a long landing strip if you're James
Conrad. Back up about 30 feet from the tee pad. Get you a few good running steps. See him using all that momentum. Nice plant and twist, pull through all at the same time.
What's most impressive to me about James Conrad on that footwork is he can do it from almost anywhere. I've literally watched this man jump from a rock to like another rock and then onto the tee pad and then still makes a shot happen. It's crazy.
Well, yeah, he's got to have his run up. That's the only way to make it happen.
Good looking shot here from Paul Oman off to that left-hand side. Kind of takes the eagle play, a little bit tougher to do, but certainly could still birdie from there.
Yeah, definitely birdie play there. I don't think he has any intention of trying to attack. This wind makes it much more difficult. Casey getting a nice rip and using that wind to ride off to the right. Get some good distance on there. He's over to the left side, which makes it a little more difficult to attack for eagle, but still attainable.
You know Ezra's looking for an eagle on this one. Got one on hole 7, the much harder par 5 to get it done. And this shot will certainly do what he needs. Pretty close. And that'll do.
Those are so good.
Wish I could do that.
And ends up in that bunker, so not the ideal footing, but still inside that 330 range into the pin. Should be able to get up and down.
And Casey also put himself in a good position there to get up and down for his birdie. Here's Ezra, though, has a bigger bird in mind.
Yeah, these guys are far enough. They are absolutely attacking for the eagle.
And that'll stab right there on the circle's edge to give Ezra the chance for it.
Yeah, has a chance to go 5 down with 2 double bogeys on his round. What a comeback.
And Conrad also looking to attack the green here with this shot. Gives it a good move.
And comes up a little bit short there. Looks like he did make it over the water, though.
I think he's in that bunker on the left-hand side of the green. We'll see what he has. That also comes up a little short.
Yeah, ends up pulling it out right. He's going to have a long headwind putt now for his birdie. Casey in a great position after a ideal layup. Has gone a bit long on his approach into circle 2 and is going to have a long birdie look.
Yeah, everyone in circle 2, it looks like, here to try to get a birdie or better. We'll start with Paul Oman here. Oh, nearly.
Yeah, playing with that headwind again, trying to get the lift. Doesn't quite get it that time. Kind of a disappointing feeling par on this one, as 48% of the field is able to card the birdie or better.
See if Ezra can get that better you were mentioning. Has the eagle in mind with this stepper, and that'll do 2 eagles for him on the card today.
Had that stepper dialed in, made just about every one of them that we saw from him today. And as you said, 2 eagles counteracts the other side of that. I won't mention it anymore. I've said it enough.
Yeah, but still great to see him come out with the 5 under round despite some of those trials to keep himself near the top 10 as Conrad also finds the eagle. Paul Oman looking to finish this hole off as well. And winds up with the eagle, though, I think, on the day. But here, let's take a look at our round 2 results as James Conrad is going to find himself tied for that podium spot. Great round today. Casey White not too far behind. And take a look at our overall leaderboard now.
Yeah, 10 down puts him safely on that lead card. Bradley Williams making a push along with Simon Lizotte today.
Indeed. So that's going to do it here for moving day out the Preserve Championship with our chase card coverage. We'll have the final day coming up with the chase card as well here soon. So we hope that you'll all follow and subscribe so you can catch that. Again, a big thank you to our Patreon supporters who help make all the coverage possible. And once again, I'm Dustin Mouret, and joining me is Nathan Queen. And man, it's been a blast.
Yeah, ace runs, eagle runs, lots of birdies. This property is proving why everybody loves to be out here so much. Looking forward to seeing this final round.
Indeed. Well, definitely, again, catch you on the next one.
We'll see you guys out there.
Hey Disc Golf fans, thanks for watching some great Disc Golf Pro Tour action on Gatekeeper Media. Coming up, we've got live coverage on the Disc Golf Pro Tour YouTube channel of the final round action. Watching this later? Check out the Disc Golf Network at discgolfnetwork.com to see what's up live next. And thanks for watching Gatekeeper Media.